Will Trump help me buy a home? Casey, today we're going to go through some of the policies that Trump has enacted to look at, are they going to help someone buy a home like you or me or some of our clients? How will that impact housing? We're going to get a real estate tip from you for helping people just jumping into the market, thinking about buying a home. Coming into the new year, we've got a quick market update in today's episode, some ridiculous real estate as well to wrap it up. Kind of, if you're curious about what expensive homes are out there and what they look like, Casey's got a couple for us to see. Before we jump into that, though, Casey, what does a house wear?
What?
A dress. An address. No. All right. Tune in next week in my quest to make Casey laugh. So far, I have failed 99 out of 100 times. Okay. But let's jump into this, Casey. Will Trump help you buy a home?
Mm.
Lots of executive orders signed, one of which, well, really none yet having really any significant impact on housing. But he did make a few statements that could potentially have an impact on housing during his term. So two things that he said that I think people will be interested in. One, if you heard the speech, he said, and by the way, whether you're we're not here to take sides on politics or that sort of thing. We're just interested in the policies and the impact on housing, real estate, and does it make it harder or easier, better or worse for us to buy homes? Because that's really what we're here to talk about and here to help you do. So with that, two things he talked about. Drilling. He said, drill, baby, drill. Let's get producing more and more oil. This potentially could have a positive impact on inflation, Casey, which could help bring interest rates down. And let me tell you, that would be very, very welcome relief for us. It's really simple. If there's more oil, more supply, the cost of gas can come down. This doesn't actually directly impact inflation because a lot of our core inflation strips out the cost of energy, cost of food. However, if you think about it, takes gas to bring our goods to our house, takes gas to bring all the supplies to the manufacturer to make the thing. It takes gas to run all the equipment to make the things that we buy. So it does have a trickle down effect that could potentially bring down inflation. That could be really good for mortgage interest rates. If interest rates come down, that improves affordability of housing. The other thing that I think was welcome was he did make a statement saying that he does want to address the affordability crisis. And he said that on day one. Now, he didn't give any details about how that's going to happen. So do we know what that means yet? Not exactly. But the fact that on day one he is speaking to it, and there's a million ways that this could be addressed, all of which are immensely complex. But could there be something in store for trying to figure out how to lower the cost of building more homes, streamlining the process of building to bring more homes onto the market to help with supply and bring down the cost of housing? That would be welcome news. Now, again, how's he going to do that? We don't know yet, but he's talking about it on day one of the presidency. So could it be addressed? We sure hope so. Any questions, Casey, on any of that? Is that
No, it's
no?
good.
Do you have a
Yeah, I
tip
think we'll just
for?
see how it unfolds.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really curious, and hopefully it does benefit us.
Hmm.
So Casey, if I'm someone who's thinking about buying, it's been on my goals list. I'm wondering, is 2025 the year for me to buy a house? Do you have a tip for someone who's just jumping into the market coming into 2025?
Yes, I would say something that you can do even on your own time. You don't even need an agent with you, is to just look up some places that are actively on the market that you might be interested in and go see if there's an open house and just go attend as many as you can, because the more open houses you go to, you get a better idea of where you want to be, what style of a home you want to be in or a condo. And that will really help you narrow down your search when you're really ready to jump in. You kind of know what you're going after.
Hmm. Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. If you do want to learn more, so Casey and I have our next homebuyer class coming up on February 3rd. We're updating the class with everything as it's unfolding, policies that are rolled out, things in the market that are happening, impacting interest rates and housing prices in our area. The course, it's a 1 hour class. We have packed we've spent hundreds of hours packing all the most important information into this hour. It's like drinking from a fire hose. It's going to give you everything that you need to get started on your home buying journey. Or if you're a seasoned home buyer, you want a complete market update where we go really in depth at the end on things impacting real estate. Feel free to sign up. Link will be below. Feel free to register. And it's on February 3rd is the next one. So appreciate that. So let's jump into Casey. You want to talk about the markets? That very sexy thing that I love to
Yeah,
talk about so much.
100% I want to talk about the market.
We'll keep it brief. Mortgage-backed securities are still incredibly volatile.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, rates are still they're still higher right now, average across the nation. Again, this isn't a promise of an interest rate. If you do want to find out what rate you qualify for, it requires applying for that and getting pre-approved with a lender, which I'm happy to help you with if you're curious. But across the nation, average on a 30-year right now is about just over 7, maybe slightly under, just kind of vacillating there. We're on the precipice of the market. It's we're testing a lot of things. We're in a really interesting spot right now where over the next few weeks we could see interest rates break either higher or lower. And so there's a lot of things that we're keeping an eye on. If you want to know more about what those types of things are, we'll be rolling out a more in-depth forecast here in the coming week or two for what interest rates will do this year in 2025. So stay tuned for that. And Casey, lastly, I think I'm going to stop sharing my screen. How about you take us through some ridiculous real estate?
Oh, I'd be happy to. All
Show
right,
us a little something,
yeah.
something. What are we looking
What
at
is this
for?
even? Okay, let me. So I just like to see, homes on the market that have, the highest prices in Washington at the moment. It's just a little fun. One of the homes on the market right now in Clyde Hill, $100,000 is what it's going for. 7,700 square feet or over that. And this house, you guys, like, look at that.
That's
Like,
is
just check that out.
is that real?
There's the pool.
That's not a
Yeah,
fairy tale.
I know, right? If you have a lot of money, look at that.
It's a mansion.
Unreal. You can tell it was built in the 90s though when you get in this room. Without, like, that is 90s baby right there. That is my childhood growing up.
Look
I
at all
mean,
that
we didn't have
crown
an office like
molding.
that, but
I don't
pretty
think there
cool,
was
right?
enough earthy wood tones in that room.
What
I
else is
think.
in here? Oh, there's the master. Oh, there's the bath. Okay, outside, kind of cool. Look at that. Look at that. Little tennis court back there. You gotta have that at your palace.
Oh, you know what? That fountain right
And
there.
then look
That's
at
what
this.
that's
This is
what
kind
made
of
it for
cool.
me. There was the
Like,
fountain.
you go out the back door and into this little area, like a
Oh wow.
bar. Yeah, this is pretty fun. The other one that I liked, price just a little more, 27,777.
Oh, that's not much at all.
Right.
It's a really
Oh,
small
and let's see.
difference.
This one is in Medina and 12,000 square feet. This is a big house and is very modern. Oh, look. Is
Uh,
that car included?
yeah, well, I mean, I don't think I would have been interested if they didn't have the Ferrari in the photo. That's good.
Yeah, this one, like, look at this. Look at this background. I just think that's kind of cool. It looks like it's backlit.
Wow.
You get your dock on the water, huge kitchen, back kitchen.
Seating for
Look
12 at
at
an
this
island.
pantry. My word. You could have a grocery store in there. Okay, beautiful. You wake up to this every morning. Come on. Goals.
That's a view.
Goals. Have your coffee, sit right there. Bathroom. Yeah. So this house, it's also pretty amazing. These homes, which is typical for homes, in these higher dollar ranges to stay on the market for quite a while. There's a sauna in there. This one has been on the market for over 100 days. This one is new. The one in Clyde Hill, 9 days. So this is a recent find. Um, I will exit out of there. So pretty fun.
Just gonna pick my jaw
Pretty
up off the
ridiculous.
floor now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that counts as ridiculous real estate for sure.
If you're interested, let me know. We can go tour. You might need to show a bank statement before they'll let us in, though.
They're funny.
But true.
Awesome. Well, okay, if you want to learn about how to buy a home, stepping stones, right? Your first home is probably not your forever home. Okay, if you want to get to that home, you probably have to buy one before that. For most
At least a
people, at
condo.
least, yeah, you start somewhere and you work your way up. We're here to help you do that. If you want to get pre-approved for a loan, if you're looking for an agent, Casey's right here. She's excellent, the best of the best. Also, not you wouldn't think this, but Casey is one of the best negotiators out there. So super, super important when you're looking for something, quality that you're looking for in an agent is that. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. That was a ton of fun. Casey, I'll see you next week. We'll do another episode. Maybe we'll do some new games next week, and we'll start to do a forecast for 2025. Will interest rates get below 6% this year? They might. They might. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week. Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course I did it. Of course I did it.
It's mine. Yeah.
Here we go. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Bye.